students, I am Damandeep Kaur, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. In the previous module, I discussed about communication in detail. Let's quickly recall few important points related to communication. Communication means conveying, imparting or exchange of ideas, opinions, information, knowledge and emotions with other people. It is necessary for an organization to communicate appropriately with employees, customers, suppliers, investors, financial institutions, government and other agencies, and provide them the required information. So, in this module, I will discuss about elements of communication and dimensions and directions of communication. So, the elements of communication are communicator, message, encoding, channel, decoding, communicatee and the feedback. These elements are essential in the process of communication. For effective communication in an organization, these elements should be present in the process of communication. The first element is communicator. Who is communicator? The person who sends the message with the intention of passing information and ideas to others. It is also known as sender or speaker. Message. This is the content and the subject matter of the communication. This may be an opinion, feelings, ideas, views and instructions. Next element is encoding. It is a process of assembling the message, information, ideas and thoughts into a representative design with the objective of ensuring that the receiver can understand it. The communicator encodes the message. Next element is channel. It is a medium of transmission of message. An encoded message is conveyed through a medium. It can be verbal, non-verbal, through internet, telephone, email and others. The next element is communicatee. Communicatee is a person who receives the message. It is also known as listener or receiver. Decoding. It is the process of understanding the message to know the exact meaning by the communicatee. The last element is feedback. It means reaction or responses given by the communicatee of the message. In simple terms, it means replying to the message received. Now, with the help of this example, I will explain you about the elements of communication process. For example, Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Mr. Sahil Bajaj of a Save Life Private Limited, a pharmaceutical company, writes an email to the Regional Sales Manager, Mr. Rupesh Adani, to send the monthly sales report for the month of March 2020. On receiving the email, Mr. Rupesh Adani responded that he will send the monthly sales report for the month of March 2020 positively. So, in this example, who is the communicator? Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Mr. Sahil Bajaj is the communicator. Who will encode the message? Communicator. Mr. Sahil Bajaj will encode the message. The message is, Dear Mr. Rupesh, as per the policy of the company, you are required to send the monthly sales report of your region for March 2020 in the first week of April. Please mention the reasons for the delay and send the report by 15 April 2020. Regards, Sahil Bajaj. Now, next comes what is the medium or channel of sending the message in this example. So, the channel of sending the message is email, that is electronic mail. Who will decode the message? Communicatee Mr. Rupesh Adani will decode the message. Now, who will send the feedback? Communicatee Mr. Rupesh Adani, the sales manager, will send the feedback to the communicator Mr. Sahil Bajaj. The feedback or response is, Dear Mr. Sahil, I apologize for the delay. The report is delayed due to some technical issues. The monthly sales report for March 2020 will be sent to you positively by 15 April 2020. Regards, Rupesh Adani. Now, dimensions and directions of communication. It refers to the movement and flow of communication. The flow of communication can be downward, upward, horizontal or diagonal. Downward communication. It means the communication which moves from the superiors to the subordinates. This communication flows down a typical hierarchical chain which is present in every business organization. It is also known as downstream communication. For example, the instructions issued by Managing Director for the production department regarding monthly goals will be moving from Managing Director to Senior Production Manager, then to Assistant Production Manager and operational level workers. Upward communication. It means the communication which moves from the subordinates to the superiors. It is just the reverse of downward communication. It is also known as upstream communication. For example, subordinates can share their grievances and ideas to the superiors. It is observed that when employees are heard and their suggestions are incorporated, they feel happy and work with high spirits. Horizontal communication. This communication happens between two or more persons working at the same level in an organization. The reasons of communication could be to discuss the issues related to the work, sharing important information and resolving issues that may arise. It is also known as lateral communication. For example, communication between the sales manager and HR manager in order to arrange the training of employees in the sales department. Diagonal communication. This communication happens when employees may not have direct reporting relationship. The transfer of information is between people who are neither in the same department nor on the same level of organizational hierarchy. It is also known as cross communication. For example, the accounts officer interact with various managers like sales manager, production manager and other employees like supervisor, foreman for filing their income tax returns. What is the need of free flow of communication? Free flow of communication is necessary for effective communication in an organization. The employees feel satisfied and work with enthusiasm in an open environment. It helps in achieving the goals of departments as well as the organization. It leads to the growth and success of the business organization. Finally, it contributes in establishing a good reputation in the market. Students, I hope you have understood the elements of communication and dimensions and directions of communication. Stay tuned. See you in the next module. Thank you.